Hello everyone, welcome back to 366 Days of Hope. My name is Pearl and I'm here to share with you another topic, an attitude of gratitude. And for many of you guys that have had these experiences, you may just probably resonate with me on this. So this past week, it has just felt like we cannot catch a break. We are just being hit with one situation after another. This so happens to be our vehicles, where it just feels like we've had like one car break down and we're juggling between it, and then the other car has a problem. And in each instance, I just kept asking, like, God, what are you trying to teach me? And it so happened this past week that we had a circumstance and I just saw God move in the most beautiful way. And I say an attitude of gratitude because when you set yourself in this attitude of, you know what, everything's gonna work out, I'm not even gonna sweat it, it's amazing when you just place that faith that God will take care of it. He does. I mean, it's just so amazing. So I didn't get angry, I didn't get frustrated. My husband and I, we were just getting ready for church. We hop into the car and I'm ready to lead out with song service at church, and our vehicle wouldn't start. My husband turns it on and he's just like, what is going on here? I just can't get a break here. And we both kind of felt that way, but for some reason I had so much peace at that moment, and I just thought, you know what, don't worry about it, like, things happen. So I contacted my pianist and told him, hey, listen, I don't think we're gonna make it to church because our car won't start. And my car happened to be in the shop at the time, and my husband was and my friend was like, oh no, you're not getting out of this, I'm coming to pick you up. We got a ride to church. And so happened, we also made a commitment that day that we would go to a friend's birthday party, and we had made plans to go, and I tried to contact them and couldn't get a hold of them to tell them, hey, maybe we can't make it. Well, I was just like, you know what, we'll work it out, we'll still go. We'll see if any of our friends that we knew would be going, and we'll just hitch a ride from them to go, and then from there, we'll figure out what comes next. But I just took it one step at a time, and I said, you know what, let's pray. Let's just be grateful and thankful for all of this, because it could have been much worse. We're thankful because, hey, we're getting a ride to church and we're not missing out. We're thankful for all of these things and this attitude of gratitude. And I remember saying to my husband, like, babe, there's a blue sky, the sun is out, we have nothing to sweat right now. And for some of us, it's so easy for us to get so caught up in the moment where we're just frustrated instead of like stepping back. But I had so many inconveniences that entire week that I walked into this like, you know what, I saw God move, and I've seen him just reveal his omnipotence of just being able to provide. And so afterwards we ended up getting a ride to the party. But right before that, I had told my friend, I said, hey, listen, could we get a ride with you? Our car just broke down right now. Like, I've no idea what we're gonna do afterwards, but don't even worry about it. I was like, I'll figure our ride home later. And she's like, oh, okay. But then, of course, like with the business of service, like we all just kind of did our thing. So I just jumped into getting up there and doing song service. After that, we head over to the party, and right then, as my friend is so sweet. She goes, hey, bro, you want to drive? I'm like, wait, you're having me drive your car? I was like, and she's got babies, and so she was like, no, I'll sit with the babies in the back, and you can drive, and your husband can be in the front because he's so tall. And I was like, okay. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, like, for you to hand your keys over to somebody takes a lot of faith. And I'm sure many of you guys know who drive and own your own vehicle, like, it will take a lot out of, I mean, even for me to trust somebody and say, hey, I'm trusting you with my car. Because that means what you're telling that person is that you have total faith in them and you trust them, right? And so to me, that was just like such confidence. My friend was willing to let me drive. So I was a little shocked, but at the same time, like grateful, And so we drove, got there, and as we're driving, she asked me, like, well, what's the plan? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? I was like, well, I mean, we'll figure our ride home. She's like, oh, don't worry about your ride home. She goes, what's your situation? I said, well, my husband my car's in the shop. My husband's car ended up not working, and you know, and so it just seems like this whole past week has been just a huge inconvenience for us, but we're just trusting that God will work it out. And she said to me, Pearl, we have an extra vehicle. It so happens that I'm not working until Thursday. So I'll be able to loan you our car until that time. And I'm just like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, wow. Like, God, you worked it all out. We have a vehicle. And I couldn't even, I can't even express how I felt so confident that God was going to take care of it, and he pulled through. And when those things have happened in my life, and I can tell you, I have stories. I have stories of how many times God has just done that. When I feel like I walk into this attitude of gratitude of saying, you know what, I'm thankful despite everything that is happening, and I'm going to not take this inconvenience to heart and to allow it to mar the joy that he's given me and to destroy my countenance. I'm going to tell you something, guys. These little tests that you are going through right now is to test your attitude. I'm going to repeat that again. Every test that you are going through right now is to test your attitude. Are you going to be grateful for everything else that surrounds your situation, even though it may not seem like something you could say, oh, I'm grateful for, you know, these things? And yeah, there are horrific situations, and I can definitely say, but in those moments, can you be able to say, you know what, I'm going to trust that something bigger and bigger than me has his eye on me, that he is greater and he is providing. And there's just so much peace when you have that attitude. One, I also think it helps your stress level. Second, probably your blood pressure is really stable when you have that. And I feel like it sets your mind on a different level, because it means that no matter what assails you, you're choosing to go with peace and trust and faith, all that embodies positive qualities, and that you're basically garnering and you're reinforcing in yourself, versus being angry, upset, and you're channeling those negativities. And we all know that negative emotions, when you dwell on them, actually impact your body, like internally. And we'll cover some probably that in another video, but it does so much good for us to just take that moment and say, you know what, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this. And I'm going to be having an attitude of gratitude no matter what I am dealing with, because that means that when bigger things come my way, it's not going to shake me or break me more, because I've gone through all these little tests, and when the bigger tests are coming, I'm able to have this natural response of an attitude of gratitude rather than an immediate response of frustration. So I hope that encourages you, and I hope that you guys just are blessed with this story. And I'm really grateful for many of you guys who have subscribed, and I hope that this channel brings you hope. And may you live, thrive, and be healthy. Take care, guys. Bye.